What's going on, guys? Got a quick Madden 13 video for you. Please take a second to hit the like button for me. Try to get every video up over 100, 150. Second of all, got an influx of new subscribers, which I certainly appreciate. If you haven't had a moment to do that, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. And last but not least, while this blazes speed, please leave a comment if you feel so inclined on this video. To me, this video is going to culminate the past 2 or 3 that I've done and kind of show you, for those who feel this is nitpicking or being trivial, what all these little problems can add up to if all on one play and you see a major breakdown in simulation football. So first thing we're going to do is talk about this passing lane here. Kevin Cobb has to throw through, and you can see here this thing is roughly 2 yards wide. And the reason this passing lane is here is because the tackles in this game walk out to engage with defensive ends, and it allows you to pretty much throw passes to slants, curls completely unimpeded by a defense. And obviously we're going to talk about the receiver who catches this. It's Larry Fitzgerald. Hands down, one of the best wide receivers in the game, perhaps a future Hall of Famer, and certainly former Madden cover athlete. So there should be no mistaking that he is one of the premier receivers in this game. Secondly, going up against the Bears defense here, a lot of names you should recognize. One that you may not would be DJ Moore. He's a third-year corner out of Vanderbilt, but certainly Charles Tillman, Major Wright, Brian Urlacher, going to be names that even a novice football fan understands, which is why I have a hard time reasoning with this game when Larry Fitzgerald is lined up in the slot and I see Tillman and Moore flank out the cover early Doucette. And that's not to take anything away from early Doucette, but certainly this game should have some type of structure or tiering system to understand, hey, my elite receiver is lined up in the slot, we need to make sure that we cover him. And it just doesn't happen. You can see here Brian Urlacher doesn't even react to this pass until after it's caught, which is common with the flaws of the zone coverage it found in Madden. And just to zoom up here, you can see here the ball is thrown and caught with no one, move the box here, with no one within 5 yards of Larry Fitzgerald. I find that rather unacceptable when we talk about the caliber player that we're dealing with. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is Major Wright here. Comes down. We'll just take a note of where he is on the field. Probably about the 45-yard line to be generous. He's going to get about a 10-yard run at Larry Fitzgerald. And I'm not going to tell you that Larry Fitzgerald isn't stronger, taller, more physical than Major Wright, but what I am going to tell you is when I see a safety crash down in a 10-yard sprint, he should be able to take out most players. In this situation, you've got Larry Fitzgerald turning and trying to gain stability and momentum, and he basically just shoulder charges Wright completely out of the way, knocks him down. And this also sets up a situation where one of the best tacklers in the game, and Brian Urlacher, is able to kind of come across the face of Larry Fitzgerald and is also unable to make a tackle. In fact, I find it ironic that tackle is actually made by Charles Tillman, who is just being blocked and happens to be fallen into by Larry Fitzgerald. To me, this again talks about the Infinity Engine, the strive for more realistic gameplay out of this, more realistic interactions between these players. And to close this video out, just to play this at speed from Larry Fitzgerald's perspective, this isn't what I call simulation football, and it certainly shows a lot of issues that need to be polished in Madden 13 if a third patch is going to come out, and certainly with Madden 14 in the future.